Hey Jack, here's the pieces that I'm working on so far. This is the actual clamp, and you can see where it's been machined here, underneath, on the top here, underneath there. Everywhere where there's a bolt head or a washer that touches, except for the ender pieces, because it's this part right here is threaded, so it doesn't have a washer on the bottom, but it does have lock washers on top. These have washers on the bottom. This one is the locking nut. It's just a it's a grade A 6mm by 1 thread bolt that's been sharpened down to the point. All the hardware on this is 6mm by 1 thread, grade A. And I made a model to it that shows the machining also. So this one shows the machining spots here underneath where that bolt goes in, machined under here and up here. It also has a 2mm gap that's been washed out. 1mm seams from the bottom, 1mm from the top. That way when you tighten it, that's what causes the clamp force. The patrol light goes through here. So the bolt for the patrol light goes through there, and the patrol light hangs from the top or sits on the top. This holds onto the front bumper, and this hugs the siren. It won't fit the siren, it's overly sized, but with the rubber, there's a rubber liner that goes between the clamp and then the siren, and the squeezing goes on the rubber, which then holds the siren. Also machined up here, and machined up here. And this one's kind of not really for molding or casting, but mainly as a guide. I did have some issues with printing where it came off the bed due to the temperature in the garage being really cold. And so it came up a little. It's not the smoothest turn. It should be just straight up, at least design-wise how I designed it. It should be straight up, straight across, and that's where the little arch over happens, or the fillet. I did notice later that on the actual piece, the piece is leaned forward. I'm not sure if that's a casting issue, or if it was supposed to be like that, or if that's was a mistake due to the casting or bad casting. So the piece doesn't go completely up, but it's so close that it's hard to tell. I've looked at this many times and didn't notice till yesterday that was the case. So it doesn't match completely. It looks like this head is over maybe 2.5mm than this one, because of the angle that the upward shaft has. This one, since it goes straight up or down, it's pulled back a little, but I don't believe that should be an issue. I will be making one like this, which is an entire piece. This is the old version, and I did make some changes to the model to be more accurate, and so I still got to print that one out. I have a couple pieces still printing on the printer, but I will be making one whole piece like this for casting. So when you go to sand cast, you can give that a shot, and then you can just cut it up here, grind down 1mm on each side, and then just cut it right there horizontally and thread the bottom one. What was the other thing? So if I got these, there's one more piece of information I want to tell you. What was that? Yeah, I can't remember. That's all I got for now. I'll show you the other pieces as I have them coming out. But this one I'll be mailing to you. This one I'll keep because it's the old model, but I'll make a new one for you. And oh yeah, if it helps, I'm not sure if it helps you to cast these or not. It looks like when Honda casted them, they casted them laying down with the seam line going right down the center. Right there and on the back. You can see on this one, here's the seam line that they eventually ground down. And it looks like it's back here too. And so they laid it down this way. Did half sand. I'm guessing they did half sand up to the line, and then did the casting on the sand casting on the opposite side too. All right, I hope you're having a good one. Take care, man. Bye.